Man, oh man, that was a hell of a game yesterday. And yeah, we lost yesterday, but it didn't. I know there's no such thing to me, at least to me, there's no such thing as moral victories. But this one showed me exactly what I needed to know. It showed me that they got fight, but we still got deficiencies around the team. But it also showed me that we still are the team that we should have been a long time ago. So without further ado, let's get straight to it.
Check out Off the Bench anytime you get a chance. Hey, Off the Bench is 89. Check it out.
What up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Big Herb, and welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. We are on the road to 1,000 subs, so please, before we go any further, I need y'all to do me a solid. Hit that like, and make sure you hit the comment section and tell me what you think of the show, even through fluent questions whenever we go ahead and talk. Hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, so you'll be abreast of what's next on Off the Bench. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a hell of a way to start off tomorrow's show for what's the name of that? Hard Knocks in season. Man, oh man. So as you know, Hard Knocks is doing the whole entire division for the NFC East this year. So this stretch down to the playoffs, even though we're not going to the playoffs. I think after the loss that we took yesterday, it's officially done. It's mathematically we're out of the playoffs. As if we didn't know that we were out of the playoffs a while back. But the one thing I will say is that we showed a lot of fight yesterday. They definitely showed us like, hey, Dan probably should have came over and took over the defense a while back, if you ask me. But I want to get into the first part of the show. What did we learn? First things first, this team still has fight in them. I just think as far as the whole entire time, as far as before, it just wasn't the scheme probably wasn't that good. Joe Witt Jr. definitely is a lot to blame with the play calling. You could obviously see it in the first game that Dan Quinn took over in the Miami game. You could definitely see it. It's definitely something that you could see his thumbprint on this whole entire game. Granted, they gave up 27 points, but it wasn't like the typical 27 that they just went up and down on us and did whatever they wanted to. They were a bend but don't break defense, and it shows because you went into in regulation, you held them to 20 points. So let's call a spade. They actually held them down pretty good. They got turnovers. They made key third down stops. I will say as far as this on defense, I didn't like some of the pass rushing. I didn't like the fact that we only got a sack, and that was Louisville, I think, on a blitz. But for the most part, we couldn't get a lot of pass rush. Deron Payne showed he played really good against the run and everything. He was solid all the way around, but the pass rush just wasn't good enough. We cannot rely on Jacob Martin to go ahead and just be the end all be all for a pass rush. Von Miller's old as shit. Jacob Martin's only had 4 sacks prior to this season. I think he has like maybe 5 or 6 at this point. But no, come on, we can't rely on him to be the only pass rushing specialist that we got. The fact that we only got one sack yesterday and was still in this game. Now, granted, I will say Bo Nix is not he's not as good as people think he is, but he's efficient. He made some plays out there, so I mean, I will go ahead and say that. As far as the offense is concerned, they put some highlights on that film yesterday. First things first, I think that offensive line is doing remarkable work against the best pass rush in the game right now. They were 49. They gave a 49. They picked up 49 sacks throughout the whole entire season, and for you to go ahead and I think they're like I think the record's like 72 to go ahead and break the record for most sacks in a season. They actually were they were giving a lot of pass rush. Like they were doing pretty damn good this year. And to see our offensive line only give up 2 sacks, that's pretty damn remarkable. Nick Bonito is a freak of nature. He's got a lot of bend, and he if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think he got a sack yesterday. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and look at it to see the stat line as far as was he the one who got the sack yesterday, but I don't think he did for the most part. He was wreaking havoc in the game yesterday. I won't say that he wasn't a factor or anything like that. Let me see, just pulling up the stat line right now. Sack wise, DeAndre Tillman got a sack. Yeah, Nick Bonito got a sack yesterday. So those two were the only two that got a sack yesterday. And the fact that they held the top ranked defense to 2 sacks, as far as the third against the run, 5th against the pass. And Terry showed his ass in that game yesterday. Got 7 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. Zach Ertz, old ass, no yak Zach. What he get? What's his name? He got 10 catches, 106 yards. And shout out to him as well, because he's the 5th all-time reception leader in NFL history for tight ends. So shout out to him for that. He passed Shannon Sharp yesterday. I think he had 8-15, and Shannon Sharp had 8-15, and he passed the record yesterday. So yeah, so shout out to him for that. Marcus Mariota, he showed yesterday that we still need to resign him, and I say resign him for 2 more years, because he has definitely shown you as a backup, he is productive. You need a backup to go ahead and get you through like a 1 or 2 game stretch. He showed that many a times. I mean, unfortunately, Jaden wasn't able to play that much throughout the season, but he's been a difference maker as a backup. And what I mean by that is that I'm not saying like, oh, he's winning us games and shit. I'm saying as far as like, usually your backup is just like, they're not really that good. I mean, we've never had a decent backup in our lifetime, at least that I can recall. You can ask the old heads about Billy Kilmer and the Sonny Jurgensen days. But I mean, other than that, I mean, that was in like the 70s. I mean, in the turn of the century, we really haven't had a decent backup. And I mean, we really haven't even had a decent regular quarterback. But yeah, it's just like the team showed a lot of fight. I want to go ahead and get into the fact that Trey Burks, he had 1 catch for 5 yards and he made it count. That was a hell of a catch yesterday. It's a hell of a catch, one-handed, OBJ style. Hell, I was saying in the group chat yesterday, nah, that's spooking the cool right there, because he honestly, it's a tie for who had the best catch yesterday in the NFL. What's the name? You had what's the name? First, real quick, I gotta say, who was it? J Skinny G 1313. What's good, homie? I gotta say, Trey Burks definitely showed out yesterday. He had that with that catch. I mean, but arguably, I have to keep it a buck. He might have had the second best catch of the game of the day yesterday, and that was a spectacular catch that he made. If you haven't seen the what's the name, the LA Rams and the Carolina Panthers game, Puka Nacua had a hell of a catch yesterday as well. He almost looked like the DB in the situation, and we had to remind ourselves, like, oh shit, he is a receiver. Went ahead and caught that joint right in front of the DB and stole it from him and brought it back in. If you get a chance, go and look it up. Puka Nacua and Trey Burks had the best catches of the game. In all honesty, if they weren't top 10 on and Sports Center yesterday, I don't know what the hell Sports Center is doing. But yeah, what's the name? It's definitely they showed that they didn't quit. There was times this year where you looked at the team and it was like, man, you see that they quit. It just wasn't good at all sometimes. And I have to say, it was definitely it was good to see that they had fight. Now, you know me, if you've been watching them for a while now, yeah, I don't want them to win any more games throughout the year because of the draft pick situation. Because at this point, I'm calling it what it is. We ain't going nowhere. We're not going to the playoffs. Even if we fight down the stretch, it's not going to be anything to where it's a difference in changing. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of the future. The future right now, we need draft picks. So you go ahead and lose as much games as you can. At this point, Tankathon has us at number 5 overall. The Giants are still in front of us. So here's the deal. We play the Giants in about 2 weeks. We lose that game, and we lose next week against the Vikings. We'll be able to go ahead and pick up a higher draft pick. But the one thing about it is, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of this. Are you still competitive at the end of the game? Yeah, we don't like some people don't like the notion of losing the games and everything. I get it. I understand. But I'm also being a realist as well. We're not going anywhere this year. I still want you to be competitive. I still want people to go ahead and look and see, like, hey, what type of players do we have that we can eventually go ahead and do something with? Joey McGee had a good game yesterday. I mean, but he's been productive as of late. But I'd even go as far as to say this. There were times where Bobby Wagner looked really good yesterday. But Bobby ain't going to be here next year. If you didn't know. But it's just like we need those younger players to play. Like the one issue that I had yesterday as far as with the game, what the hell is Ben Sinnott doing? Because, dude, like, don't get me wrong. Zach Ertz played a hell of a game yesterday. Like I said, 10 catches, 106 in the air. I mean, he's been doing pretty damn good. He's done a very remarkable. He had a very remarkable game yesterday. But Colson Yankoff got a catch before him. John Bates, who is the blocker, who's known as, at least in the Commanders' lore, he's the best blocking tight end in the league right now. And even he got a catch or two. Like, come on. At some point, what's going on? Did you piss somebody off out there or anything? Like, what's going on? It seemed like they snuck in a touchdown against the Lions a couple weeks ago for you. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But, I mean, it is what it is at this point. I just want to know who we have on the roster that we need to, because like I said, time and time again, we need to know as far as what's going on as far as the team. Who do we bring back? Traylon Burks, I'm definitely saying after seeing him the last couple games, because obviously he wasn't able to play during the the Dolphins game because he broke his finger. Apparently, when during the game he got his finger caught up in one of the helmets and it snapped. So yeah, that's kind of bad. But yeah, he came back. It was the same exact hand that he broke, that finger that he broke, that made the catch. So we see it still working. And if he could just stay healthy, I don't see why he can't take Noah Brown's spot next year. Noah Brown has not been on the field since, I think, Green Bay. And that was week 2. Noah Brown's always been hurt. Noah Brown always is. I've said it time and time again on this channel. 3 things in life are guaranteed: death, taxes, and Noah Brown injuries. It is what it is. Also want to go ahead and say this as well. Terry McLaurin, welcome back, bro. And we see what happens when Terry is playing. Whenever he's active, we see exactly how open this offense could really be. This offense opens up tremendously whenever Terry gets in there. Terry steps in the game. Oh, everything opens up. Zach Ertz can get open. Traylon Burks can get open. What's his name? The running game is effective. I mean, we do so much better whenever this team is whenever Terry is coming in. Every single one of y'all that was saying like, "Oh, Terry, this Terry's fault the season's going down the shitter." No, the nigga got hurt. Just call it what it is. I mean, he got hurt and he's never been hurt like this before. I think they said since his rookie year up until now, he's only been out for 3 games. And then lately, he just came over there and had the whole entire situation going to, what was it, 7 games that he's been out this year? And even in the last game that we saw him against the Chiefs, he was productive. So, I mean, at the same time, you got to realize, guys, this dude is pretty fucking good, even at 30. So let's stop on the slander of Terry McLaurin. Jay Skinny, DQ still has the locker room. I totally agree. It's unfortunate that we lost yesterday, but at the same time, like I said, I mean, if we can be competitive down the stretch and get some actual and look productive and still pick up a high draft pick, I'm for it. Now, I will be honest. There is only 2 games left this year that I need to win this year. I need them to win. That is the Eagles game and that is the Cowboys game. Number 1, I hate Dallas. Fuck them forever. I still need to go ahead and get a dub on them. But the way that their offense is looking right now, they look good. And I have to give credit to when credit's due. Number 2, the Eagles. We can't be the only team that lost both times to the Eagles. The Giants beat the shit out of them that one game. And we can't, and I'm sorry. I can't fuck with the Giants either. We can't be the only team that didn't beat the Eagles this year. And we're getting them at a perfect time right now where they are just, the wheels are falling off. Big E 5188 says, Big Herb, miss you in the fam day show, brother. I'm with you. I said it was Burke is Noah next year, bro. Yes. First things first, yeah, I've been working my tail off, bro. I really want to be on Lake Show. First of all, let's get a shout out to Lake Lewis, man. If you haven't been on this show or looked at his show, he does a fan show where he brings fans and different people onto the show to go ahead and put in their 2 cents about how they feel the season has been going on. So if you get a chance, hit up the brother, Lake Lewis. Hit him up on IG, DM him, see if you can get in. Also, even if you want to try to see, DM me, and I'll send you to the first person. My man Josh, he'll get you in on there, so we can go ahead and get you on the show as well. Jay Skinny G says we learned that Whip isn't cutting it in DC. Yeah, no, I think he's done after the year. Joe Witt Jr. is gone, and I'm okay with it. My thing is this: I'm as loyal as they come myself, so I understand where DQ is at. But at some point, I have to realize, like, look, I'm not getting fired. I love my best friends in the world. I love my family and everything, but you are not getting me fired. At the end of the day, you are not. I love you so much that I gotta let you go. So, uh, Big E, and as much shit as I was talking about Terry, we know how important he is. Just didn't like the way he handled the situation. I didn't like it either, but it is what it is at this point. Come on back. We got shit to do. Yes, Philly and Dallas is definitely the ones I want to end this season in the worst way. Um, let's knock Philly out the division out as division winners. Uh, I want to. I want to so bad because Philly is. I had this conversation with my dad the other day. Philly is definitely creeping up as my Dallas. Like my dad has always been like, fuck Dallas. Dallas is the number one rival winner. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't grow up in that era where y'all was going back and forth for Super Bowls. I didn't. So I mean, when I started watching, it was in '97. And by that time, we weren't in Super Bowls. We weren't a perennial playoff team. We weren't any of those type of there wasn't any of those type of games. And we weren't fighting for divisions. We weren't. I'm just keeping them up. By the time I start watching football, Philly was actually making the runs to be like one of the best teams in the division. We just hate Dallas because we hate Dallas. Let's keep it a bean. It's gonna be hard to go ahead and say, yeah, Dallas, you can go and win the division, and especially with Hard Knocks coming on tomorrow, you really want to go ahead and see that damn Star and Jerry like, oh yeah, that Star will be good. I don't want to see it's that shit makes me sick. I'd rather see the Giants just go ahead and just make a run and shit. And I'm just in Philly, oh man, God, they get on my fucking nerves. But yeah, I'm not against it either, I guess. Biggie says, Herb, I still stay with either draft or sign our number 2 receiver next year to have the ball rolling. If Terry were to get hurt, like Pickens kept it going for Dallas when 88 went out. Yeah, I'm all for. I'm more so go for the draft. Because honestly, I don't think there's any receivers out there I'm let me give you an insight on what I do as far as when it comes to team building, like on Madden or whatever. And by the way, I'm not claiming to be any one of those guys. Like I'm the man guy. This is how I run the show, and this is how I would do as far as with what's the name with the team. I have it to where to me, if you are at a point to where it's like 27. And you got 27 is my mark at this point, to where it's just like, okay, you got 3 years to show me, and because you're getting close to 30. So what's the deal with that? I need you to go ahead. Like 27 is like, it's not my cutoff, but at some point we got to keep the team young, because especially with a lot of guys on this team is over 30. So I mean, I want to keep them fairly young. So if I'm going to go with a receiver, unless it's a prime athlete and everything, like I gotta sign this guy. I'm going draft. I'm always gonna go with draft. Drafting the player is always gonna be something that I look forward to and everything. So yeah. If there's a stud out there, a receiver, sign him. Sign him to a 1 or 2 year deal. We got another one. TMB June 5177 says, "Damn, all this time." The weak link was with just wish DQ pulled him earlier. I couldn't agree more. He also says we need to draft Reese or Downs. I'm not even gonna hold you. I ain't been looking at the draft joint as of late. I will say Caleb Downs. I think that was the safety for. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the safety from Ohio State. Yeah, I'm not against it. Yeah. As much as I hate Ohio State, especially fuck them after this last game, I don't like them. I don't like them. But I will say I give credit when it's due. They got a lot of talent in Ohio State. So I mean, if that's the guy, my thing is this: I'd rather see a receiver or a defensive end, pass rusher. But hey, if you could find a guy, and truth be told, I'd rather them just trade the motherfucking pick down and so we can get a second and a fourth round pick back, and maybe a first rounder for next year. If we're going to be trade that first round pick, go ahead and flip it for some more picks. That's what I'd rather do. Big E also says, I want to finish 3-6. I want to finish 3-6 spot in the draft to set up for the future. Herb, do you take a stud at where we or we stick, or do you trade back and fuck up fuck up on second and third round picks like Newton? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I don't know what the hell is going on with Newton. I genuinely don't. He makes like plays every once in a blue moon. He's got it. I got a better chance at this point because he's not showing me anything that I can at least get back there and try to wreak some havoc. And I'm 40. Dude, I don't know what the hell is going. I'm trying to give him the 3-year deal as far as like, hey, at the first year, you're a rookie. The second year, hey, you got to show me some promise. And the third year, nigga, if you ain't show me no fucking promise, you got to fucking go. That's where I'm at right now with him. You know, year 3, I'm done. If he's giving me the same production next year, I'm done with him. At this point, he's what is he doing? Genuinely, I want to know what he's doing because he's not really doing much. And honestly, I think Senate may have been fucking with somebody in the back and the coaching staff, their sister or wife or something. Because there's no way in hell that Colson Yankoff got to catch a target before you. And you're supposed to be the third tight end on the team. Zach Ertz, yeah, he's a future Hall of Famer. He balled out yesterday. John Bates, he is the best blocker that we have on this team. Ben Sinnott, second best blocker on the team. But dude, what are you doing that you can't get a catch? They can go ahead and set up a way to where you can actually get on the field and actually do some catches and everything. I mean, shit, you couldn't even get a flare route. I mean, like you do it near the during the what's the name, the red zone when you could try to get a pass in and whatnot. But damn, he couldn't get nothing. Jay Skinny says, I think we the best available option. Definitely get a dog at edge like bad. Yes, after yesterday's game, we need one very bad. He also says our better picks have been in our later rounds, homie. Ali enough. Yeah. But here's the thing, like Adam Peters has definitely been one of those guys that he picks later round picks pretty decent. I'm not gonna say great because I mean we've seen the last couple ones. Dominique Hampton, he's not here no more, and he was a late round pick. I'm still trying to see what the hell Kay Madrano was doing. Bill had a good start, but I still need to know what's going on with that. Sean G, we need to lose. We need to lose out in order to be a top 5 draft pick order. Here's the thing: we're number 5 right now. So I mean, if we could just keep that same energy the rest of the way, then I'll be fine with it. Honestly, I think the Giants are a better team right now. I think they're even going to go ahead and give the Pats some go tonight. I don't think they're going to win, but I think they're going to give them some go. They're a team that fights. We got the Eagles, Giants, and Eagles, Minnesota, and I think Minnesota's the only team that we could probably beat. They didn't even put up a fucking point yesterday. Seattle came over there and waxed that ass yesterday. Their quarterback situation is the worst in the league right now. I mean, the kid from what's his name? Their quarterback situation, backup and starting, is shitty. If anybody, it's shit. As much as I joke about this because I don't want this to happen, Marcus Mariota could start on that team and be decent. You're telling me there's so much talent on that team and you can't even be productive? You couldn't put up a point against the Seattle Seahawks? That's a problem. Lil C. White, what's good, homie? Yo, like I gotta give a shout out to the homie, man. He's always in here. He's always showing love. So shout out to my brother, Lewis. What's his name? Jay Skinny G. Like you said, Big Earl, fuck Dallas all day, every day. Lil C. White says that boy Scary Terry was showing up last night. Yes, indeed, he was. Sean comes over and say, with yesterday's loss, we are now at 7th. I thought we were at 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, hold on, let me bring up Tankathon because we're definitely gonna talk about that at some point. Tankathon says that currently in the NFL draft, we are at number 6. We are currently at number 6 right now, and we're gonna get deep. We're gonna do a deep dive on that one in a second because we still got to get to game balls and run a mile. Skinny G says, "Sure was sound quite like Big E, man. For all those who call these call motherfuckers that work for the team, saying I'm not buying into losing to win. If you don't, if you do, then you don't get it, brother. Please, bro. These people on 980 are stupid as hell. What will us winning 6 or 7 games do? I couldn't agree more. My thing is this: I've B Mitch and Finley is the only guys on the radio that I listen to at this point. And that goes for what's the name? I don't listen to the Junkies. I'm trying my best to just still listen to what's the name? Grant and Danny sometimes. Danny is a pessimist, and that shit's cute in the beginning. But after a while, it's just like, bro, Grant is just like the bookworm that has no, like, he's bland. He's bland potato salad with raisins. That should tell you how I feel. Like, I mean, he doesn't, nothing about him gets me hype. He's just the bookworm. And I mean, and I'm not saying that that's bad or anything. It's just 980. I don't even listen to 980. Linnell Willingham is another person who I do listen to. I do like Linnell Willingham. So shout out to him. I want to try to see if I can get him on the show. Big E also says, do for us, move back to pick 12 and move to the end of the goddamn draft. I feel like at some point we need to move back in the draft. We should be doing pretty good down the stretch. As far as I want us to stay competitive. I'm gonna get to these last couple comments just real quick. So because like I said, I still got to go to overtime today, so I'm gonna keep this real quick. Herb, I need to call you before I beat the hell out of some goddamn door. Hey, bro, don't do it, man. Don't do it. So disappointment of an off season. The more and more I think about it, dude, don't just woosah. You gotta hit the pressure points, man. Just don't do it. Don't do it. I'm bringing back Traylon Burks for sure. That's what Sean G says. Yes, indeed. I mean, he could be on Noah Brown. Big E says, bro, let's keep it a buck. Denver not going far in the playoffs. As many games they pulled out of the damn at the end of the damn game. And man, don't get me started on these fucking refs. We getting to that. We are getting to that. Lil C. White. John Kime said there's definitive chance, which means good chance Jalen Daniels plays against the Vikings. In all honesty, I think he's playing next week. Do I want him to play? No. I promise you we're gonna get into that. Biggie says, big homie, look like I've never played a sport in my life. I'm with you, bro. Besides B. Mitch, Finley, Doc, and Linnell are the only guys I fuck with. The hell with all those other unathletic. Dude, I just can't, man. I'm sorry. It's just I can't. I mean, and I'm just gonna say, I can't. If you know, you know. But guys, that's enough of what did we learn. And I gotta say thank you guys for the comments because I mean, y'all guys got me dying over here. You're very informative, so I got to give you credit to when it's due, man. Because shout out to you guys. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and talk about.
Listen up. Oh. Game ball.
So with the first game ball that I'm going to give it to, I'm giving it to Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota played a hell of a game. Now, yes, he did make a dumbass interception down the stretch. I mean, in the beginning of the game. He had two. First things first. This is the one thing that I didn't like about the stat that I'm about to read. He threw the ball 50 times. 50 times is crazy work. 50 times he threw the ball yesterday. He went 28 for 50. 94 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Very productive. He kept the team in the game. I definitely liked every single thing that he brought to the table. Another person, Zach Ertz. No Yak Zach was killing him yesterday. 10 catches, 106 yards, moved up to number 5 all-time in receptions for tight ends in the NFL history. So shout out to him. It's been a hell of a career for him. Terry McLaurin, 7 catches, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. He actually got if it wasn't for a holding penalty, Josh Connolly, and he definitely would have had that touchdown a lot sooner. He definitely showed he showed how much with him in the picture, it opens up everything for everybody else. Debo can go and do crossing routes. He can go ahead and run out the backfield. He can do whatever the hell he wants to when you go ahead and have Terry in there. Hell, even if you look at Debo's stat line yesterday, he had 5 catches for 64 yards. You don't get those 64 yards without Terry. I'm sorry. It is what it is. O-line, another part of the team that definitely showed their ass yesterday. They only gave up 2 sacks to the best defense in my opinion, the best defense in the league. Yeah, they were statistically they're ranked number 3 or 5 in the whole defense. But you had the number 3 ranked running defense, number 5 ranked passing defense. Defensive player of the year from last year with Pastor Tane. And Terry showed his ass against them. They're the number 1 team in pass rushing team in the league right now. You had them to 2 sacks, and it wasn't like devastating sacks. Like Nick Bonito had a pretty good game yesterday, but also like Tunsil pretty much held him down. And check, there was a lot of times, even the lady at the house came over and it was like, yo, what's going on? Like, it looks like he's jumping off sides. Like, nah, Benito's actually that damn good. And the fact that Tunsil is picking him up a lot is actually pretty fucking dope, if you ask me. Pretty athletic as hell. So I got to give, before we get into that, we're going to get these last couple, what's the name? Comments real quick. Biggie says, Doc keeps it real. Give me guys that have done the damn thing. Yes. Ertz has to retire after this year. Yeah, he has to. He's formed his legacy. He's already got his championships. He went to the NFC Championship last year. He's done the damn thing. There's a damn good job to go ahead. You put yourself up there with Uncle Shay. I mean, dude, you showed us what you can do as far as your career. You don't have to prove anything else. Big E also says, Herb, I love to see the vid with you in here one day. That shit would have been fun with you, homie. I feel like it's a damn good festive airing. I'm agreeing with dude. I'm gonna tell you this. On Lake Show, even on here, this is a therapeutic moment, especially with our team, how we are. This is my therapy session. I tell my family all the time, yeah, I got a show on YouTube, but it's more so therapy because I need to air my grievances as well. What's the name? Big Shaw says, Big E, that would be fire. Yeah, so I'm for it. I'm down for it. And we already talked about game ball, so let's get into who needs to run a mile.
You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts. And then you will run a mile.
I got to give it to the pass rush. The pass rush has been lackluster. Frankie Louisville got 1 sack yesterday. And if I'm not mistaken, that was like on a busted play from the Broncos, and he just happened to get near him and got the sack. It wasn't like we was applying pressure. We didn't apply a lot of pressure all game. Like I said, Golston and Payne had a hell of a game yesterday, stopping some of the run, but it wasn't like we were applying pressure for so much. Jacob Markin can only do but so much. Another one, the refs. I'm usually not that guy as far as like where you got to blame the refs for this, that, and the third and everything. Nah, you blew 2 calls yesterday. The first one, calling Terry offsides and on that one penalty, it was egregious. Come on. The Mariota intentional grounding. They said that he threw the ball and there was no receiver in sight. He literally threw the ball over Terry McLaurin. Literally, yes, it was in the tackle box. He literally threw it right over top of Terry McLaurin. So I don't know what you're talking about. It's not in the vicinity. So I got to give that. I got to give them the credit that they're due for that. Big E also says, "Man, we need to trade Louvu for a third or fourth. I'm good with Louvu if he's worse than the team when the team is better." I will go ahead and say this. I'm gonna pump the brakes on Louvu right this second because they're not playing him the same way that they played him last year. We didn't have enough pass rushing, so they was trying to use him for that. I think he's better as a blitzing linebacker. It's a lot of things as far as with Louvu that I think I'm gonna blame on coaching for that. I'm not gonna give him. He definitely whiffed on a lot of plays earlier this season. We need. Here's the thing. He signed a 3-year deal. He's after this year. You had a second team All Pro. Then you had this year. I'm gonna give him 1 more year. If he doesn't show out by next year, then yeah, let him go. And then we don't even have to worry about him coming off the books. Also, refs don't need to run 200. Shit. With giving up 3rd and 10, plus having all night last night. Bro, you wild today, bro. Oh man. Herb, help me. What the fuck do we let Chin Flowers and company for cheap when they played well last year? Zacchaeus and Diami. Okay, Zacchaeus, I'm with. Diami, I'm like, I think honestly, I thought Zacchaeus had a better year last year than Diami. Diami had a hell of a playoff run, so I'll give him that. Chin and Flowers, I was like, I mean, we could still run it back, but the only issue I had with Fowler, he couldn't stop the run for shit. And like Sean said, Peters wasn't willing to pay him. So I mean, I just at the end of the day, you got to look at the business side as well. And apparently that's what AP thought. So, last but not least, I got to go ahead and say this as far as who needs to run a fucking mile. The injury bug, because you ain't do shit yesterday because we ain't got no injuries no more. We had no injuries yesterday. So, yes, I got to go ahead and say, yeah, we finally dodged the injury bug yesterday. So, run a mile of the injury bug because you was looking like the MVP all year and we ain't did shit to us yesterday. Yeah, we were tired as hell. I'd rather us be tired as hell than be hurt. What can I say? If there was any injuries, it wasn't any major injuries. I think if DQ is going to address the press probably in about an hour or two. So that's something to look up at to see exactly what's going on with that. But guys, last but not least, next up, we got the Vikings. All honesty, like I said earlier, the Vikings are ass. and that's a damn shame. All that talent at receiver, all the talent at running back. You got a decent line. The quarterback play is ass. I don't envy the situation that they have. I know one thing for sure. Justin Jefferson was on this team. We'd definitely be a playoff team right now with Mariota as the quarterback, JD as the quarterback. It's a lot. That they didn't even score yesterday. They didn't score yesterday. They got shut out. Donut. That offense is atrocious with that quarterback room. I do not want any of that shit. Now here's the thing. I think that we possibly might win that game, but here's the thing: if they lose next week in competitive fashion, we got to get a win next week. I mean, and I know what I said earlier. We got to get one win, at least one. The Cowboys game and the Eagles game, I'm not sure about. I don't know if we're gonna win them. We got to get at least one more win. I mean, because you can't have this quarterback situation and not go ahead and do anything about it. I mean, this is remarkable how bad they are. So yeah, and they're yeah, man. We got to get at least a win. I'm here for the tanking and being competitive because obviously we're not doing anything. But give me something in December. I need something. It's just I don't think we have a win since September. We haven't had a win since October. It was my birthday weekend when we beat the Chargers. That was the last time we won. It's been 2 months since it's December 1st. We haven't won in 2 months. We got to win at some point. And it's the one team that you can actually probably win against. Big E says, hold on a second. For sure, OZ did, but man, if we don't make any moves this all season, I'm picking you up, and we're going to throw hands at Peters and DQ. Like, come on. We got money, some trades, assets, not many, but shit. I don't know. Look here, man. Look, I'm not trying to get in trouble with you. Look, I'm trying. As much as I want, I mean, hey, we can go in the ring and we can tag team box these niggas if they don't get this shit together. I think we what's the name? Sean says I think we won the Super Bowl our first year and second year in this new stadium. Lord, sweet baby Jesus, dear Lord, Heavenly Father, please, if we can go ahead and get any Super Bowl, I promise you I won't be as ratchet, embarrassing, and impulsive as I know that I can be if we win a Super Bowl, let alone the new stadium. Please, let me just act out this one time. I promise you I won't get arrested. I will make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do, which is not get arrested. I won't eat any horse poop like the Eagles did. I won't tip up over any cars instead of Blaze. I might throw oranges and bagels like they did in '87 in Georgetown when, like my dad has told me numerous times. I will do that. I won't engage in any. Graffiti doing or anything. I can promise you I will be frolicking on the DC Mall if we do win a Super Bowl. I promise that I will act ignorant, but I won't be belligerent. I know that's how the hell can you do that? Guys, let me stay focused because I still got a show to run. Oh man, God, you guys are killing it in the comment section, man. Biggie, Herb is bad when I hope we lose to a shitty team. look, like, damn, can we at least tie at worst tie? I'd offer the Vikings every pick this year. We have for Justin Jefferson. Let's make a business deal before leave Somalia. Justin ain't coming over here. I only one would hope. Oh my God, if we can get Justin Jefferson, Terry McLaurin as a number 2 receiver, Justin Jefferson. I'm not giving. I'll give you 2 first-round picks for him. I will do that in a heartbeat. I will give up 2 first-round draft picks for Justin Jefferson. Sean G says, "Nah, I don't want to win anything. Keep losing. I want that top draft pick." Honestly, Minnesota fans should be more mad than us sending away a proven player to fuck it all up with McCarthy. Dude, we had a what's the name? In this show, we had a Vikings fan. I want to see where he's at now. Because he was talking big shit early in the year, like, oh, we're gonna beat y'all ass and everything. I want him to come back. And I mean, and I'm all for hell. I'll even invite him on the show. Real talk. Sean says we need to keep losing. I want the top draft pick. I do too. I definitely do. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, let's go into Tankathon draft number. So, like I said earlier, with this loss, we definitely went from we were last week at number 7. Excuse me. Tankathon has us right in the second as the number 6 pick in the draft. Tennessee is the number 1 pick, obviously, because they only won 1 game this year. And even that one was like a fluke win. So yeah. New Orleans getting 2 wins this year. With the 2 wins this year, they're at number 2. The Giants are at number 3 with 2 wins. Vegas is number 4 with 2 wins. Cleveland is number 5 with 3 wins, and Washington is tied with them. So, but they currently are at number 6. Honestly, I think the Giants are probably going to beat us. I'm just going to give them a buck. And truth be told, if they could drop lower than us, hey, I'm all for it too. So get them out of that top 3 pick, that top 5 pick. Yeah, I could definitely see as far as like with us. You know, one thing I'm looking at it right now. LA is the LA Rams. Although they lost yesterday, they're still one of the top teams in the league. The Rams have the number 9 pick that they got from Atlanta Falcons. You can pick up a quarterback on that team and be what's the name? Sam's not Darnold. What's the quarterback's name over in LA? Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. You can find your heir apparent next year. That'll be something to look forward to. Just looking as far as like as a football fan, I would love to see what's going to happen with that. But yeah, currently we are at number 6, so I'm all for it. Biggie says, "I'll give you 2 first rounds and I'll give you 2 first rounds and a night with my old lady company." Let's keep it real, fellas. Yo, you wild as fuck for saying that. I hope the old lady don't see this way. Jettis, Terry, Burke, and Debo at running back is scary. Stafford. Matt Stafford. Yo, y'all wild as fuck in these comment sections, man. Matt Stafford. If you can find your heir apparent after with this draft pick, and you got a top 10 draft pick for from that. Oh yeah, you can find your next heir apparent. But guys, you guys have me in the comment section dying today. It's been a great show today. Like I say, after every loss, a great therapy session with you guys. Let's keep it competitive. Let's keep it going. And I love everything that I'm seeing with this right this second. I don't love the losing, but I mean, I love the fact that we're competitive. I'm okay with being competitive and losing if we're out of the playoffs and there's no way in hell that we can actually get into the playoffs. I'm okay with it. Show me fight. Still lose, but show me fight. I mean, I'm being completely honest. I don't care what all those people say as far as like, no, you got to stay competitive and win. What do we get? What are we gaining from it? A lower draft pick at this point. I'm all for losing and being competitive. What's his name? Big E says competitive, but still lose. All I can ask for right now. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the comment section. Sean G, Big Sean G. Excuse me. Big E, Lil C White, and the rest of you guys out there. I appreciate you guys for coming in here today. Brother, I got to go ahead and get myself ready for work today because I still got overtime. So, but I want to say thank you all for coming in today and actually showing love in the comment section. I really appreciate it. I want to go ahead and say shout out to every single one of y'all. You guys are amazing. Like I always do every single episode, please before we go anywhere, please hit that like, hit the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you can be abreast of what's next. And like always, guys, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Peace.